How does it feel to officially have the job and win that quarterback battle?
I would say it's nice, but still have work to do. So looking forward to it. Still working every day. So yeah.
Did you have a good sense of where you were at throughout fall camp? A lot of your teammates were always just kind of, hey, it's AB's job, he's the guy. Did you get a good feel for that? That's where you were at?
I wasn't really trying to focus on it, more trying to focus on day-to-day reps and what I can do for my teammates and stuff. So that was really that.
Thoughts on Fresno State?
They're a really good team, very high motor on defense. They have some very active players, and we just got to attack every day and get ready for them.
Where are you seeing the most growth of some of the younger quarterbacks behind you? I mean, it seems like they played well all fall.
The most growth I've seen is not making the same mistake twice, which is huge, especially at a young age. A lot of people make these mistakes and they keep returning to them. And that's something that I've seen out of them that is really good. So,
Anthony, you're going to start quite often in your career. I mean, does it just feel normal and natural to be in this position right now?
No, but we'll get used to it. So.
How much more comfortable do you feel kind of at this point than you were leading into week 1 last season and everything was still kind of in pandemic craziness?
I would say I feel about the same. It wasn't really too much of a difference. Last year I was just as prepared as I am now, and yeah.
You came to Oregon with the expectation in 2020 to play in front of fans in Austin Stadium. What's that feeling going to be like this year, having that opportunity now to finally play with fans?
I think it's... Shoot, I'm excited. I've been watching Oregon since I was young, so I'm excited to get out there in front of the fans and do something well. So
sounds like successful week 1 look like for you, goals-wise? What's a successful week 1 look like for you?
Doing my job. That's about it.
Sounds like you've been leading a lot of one-on-one workouts, or even with multiple receivers for that matter, like 5 and 6 in the morning. When did that start?
It started back in the winter when we first got back from the bowl game.
Can you imagine that it's been 700 days? It will be 700 days?
Man, that's a long time. But it's cool to finally get back out there and be able to start again. But still got work.
Going back to many years ago, when I say Newman Springs Road.
Ooh, Newman Springs Road. We're not going to talk about that.
No?
We're not going to talk about that.
Heard you didn't like those too much.
It was cool.
You had 2 freshmen on the organizational chart that are projected to start in Troy Franklin and Mickey. What have those 2 guys done throughout fall camp to earn that spot, you feel like?
They have been very impressive. They've been playing really well. They've been on top of their game. And they've just been standing out and doing things that normal freshmen don't usually do. So I'm excited for them, and I think everybody else should be excited for them too.
How much has a full fall camp helped with just chemistry perspective with you and some of the wideouts there?
Sheesh. Man, it gives you a sense of normality. And I think the full fall camp is an advantage for everybody. And as long as you take advantage of it, you should be successful in what you do in executing those certain things that you're working on. So
You don't want to be thinking about the opposing pass rush for the quarterback, but when a team is as good at pass rush and disruptive as they are, just what have you seen on film in terms of the challenge that they present in that regard?
Very, very fast, very strong, and they're physical. They play physical every down, and that was something that I saw off their week 1 tape, and we just got to get ready for them and work at it. So.
How has your training and preparation evolved from like early points in your career and getting you ready for like week 1 to what it is now?
I would say it's more focused, more detailed. Knowing what I'm looking for, knowing what I'm looking to go watch, knowing what I'm working on is the biggest difference from when I was younger to now. So I would just say just a more detailed approach.
I know during the spring and in the summer you guys were doing some like biometric and like sports science sort of things with Nate Costa. How into that like are you in terms of like numbers and like how have you been able to use that to kind of take advantage of what's available?
I would say I'm less into the numbers as I am into where my power and stuff is coming from, so I can learn how to equalize all of that. So that's really just the biggest thing about that. I'm not really worried about the numbers.
Are there any former Oregon quarterbacks that you're in touch with? You know, just kind of are they preparing you for what's to come this season?
I was in touch with Vernon Adams quite a bit, and a little bit of Dennis Dixon. So yeah.
The offensive identity is clearly going to change quite a bit. One could argue, for any number of reasons, it wasn't even necessarily established last season. Short season, CJ comes down, all that stuff. Receivers in and out. What do you think the offensive identity will be for this team?
I feel like that's something you guys will have to answer from watching. It's not something that I can tell you. It's more of something that you're just going to have to see.
Last question.
One, respectfully.
That's fine.
Miss S for Miss David.
Miss S, she was my second mom. She was my home away from home. She was my mom away from home. And quite honestly, without her, I wouldn't be here right now. So she's a really big piece into my journey, and I appreciate her. I appreciate her daughter Stacy and her husband for everything. And I hope they see this, because I just want them to know that I love them, and I hope she's still watching down there. So.